That's like equivalent to cutting maybe 2 pieces of 500. Let me see what that So today on Project Shop, we got some copper wire we're going to be stripping here, and underneath all these big old coils, there's some nuggets down in there that we're going to get to. And we got the right tools to get to it. We're going to use the old Jaws of Life here, the Centura rescue tool, to chomp up some of these coils, and then you know, we'll run it through the stripper and see how fast we can upgrade that stuff. This here is some more number one. Now usually when I get this stuff, when I'm picking it up, I try to separate it and prioritize stuff that's definitely getting stripped to stuff that I might strip depending on how I feel after stripping all that. And then we also, from the same customer, got some aluminum, some BX cable, a bunch of number 2, some nice stuff too. We'll go through this, strip some of that down. That's got 4 different size wires in it. A bunch of communication cable, we'll just sell that off. There's a bunch of SO cable, we'll go through that. I'll keep some of that because I need some. And check this out, I actually got a bunch of cool alligator clips. They were using these to test something. These things are like brand new. Now funny thing is, I'm more excited about them alligator clips than all of this copper wire. And from the same customer, we got big old stator from a generator. And this is very interesting. This stator actually has like 2 stators. And this is the big coil. Let's get out of the light here. It's got some big old knots of copper in there. Big old knots of copper there. I'm actually going to save these 2 because I've been gathering up tons of, I got piles of stators that once this machine here, my stator wrecker, is done, I got plenty of material to run through to test it and work out all the kinks, and it'll recover all that copper I've been saving up for a while now. Same customer I got all these batteries from, I'll just buy and sell those, and 2 barrels of transformers. These ones are copper, not a lot in there, you know, like maybe a quarter of a barrel, if that. And this is a good maybe 2/3 of a barrel. Now look at this, I already broke this one down. These ballast, these giant ballasts here, these ones here are worth busting open, because this is what one of those giant ballasts has. 2 big old copper transformers, and I actually broke this down on site with a file. Okay, you can get to this point with just a file because the transformer is just clipped together with these clips. There's no welds, so you don't have to run them through my, like I have my presses for the other style like this, you know. And a lot of people ask me, man, how do you get so many transformers? It must take you forever to get them. No, all this wire, all this stuff took me about 2 hours to go get. This is how I buy them usually, in the drums. Well, I checked them, but it don't take me long to check them, pick all this stuff up. That's why if you go back and watch some of my other videos, check out my playlist, how to make money scrapping. I'll tell you where to get good customers. Quality is better than quantity, okay? And how to get, now I kind of touched on how to get them in my live stream. I did one live stream on my channel. You really should go check that out. I kind of go into how to talk to people and where to find the customers, and I'll actually do another live stream where I actually get more into it and tell you a couple more tricks of how to get to customers, how to talk to them, what to say, what not to say. It's very important. As funny as it may seem, you don't want to call an electrician and tell them you're a recycler and you're looking for copper. It's not going to be a good outcome. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to get the machine all set up a little bit. I think I just need power, and we're going to start stripping. Okay, let's see if we can cut up some of this copper. Now, I'm not expecting this to cut all these big coils all the way through. Let's see what the PSI is doing. Oh, that was good. It cut right through that one. See that right there? That's the only problem. with that. So I can get that right there. It's staged up on that size. See what else we got here. Now what we need to do is rescue all that big copper from the bottom. And we got the perfect tool. Now I don't think this is going to cut all this at once, but we will grab big old knots of it at a time and see how well it does. Oh, it cut through that one, no problem. See that one little one? See, the littler stuff is the issue. The bigger copper, really not that much of an issue. Just gonna go ahead and make a big old cut through here. Yeah, we're not even getting 2,000 PSI on that. Let me find what I need is a knife. Okay, we are in business. They got this thing super wrapped up. Lots of tape, lots of tape. Now, it's nice that they took the time to wrap it up, but the tape is always a pain in the butt. But this is much nicer than trying to cut this with just trying to keep an eye on that PSI. See that blade wanting to split a little bit? Just pushing that blade open. I'm gonna build something right here, and after using this a while, I actually think this is gonna work better for me with the blade cut off here, because I can get objects in and out of here quicker without opening this as much. And usually everything gets pushed to the middle anyway. So other than it, you know, being a good snag point, I don't have to open this up. I'd probably have to get it open that far, you know, to get anything in there. Now, let's take a big old chunk this time. Let's see how much PSI we get on there. So right around 40 is 5,000 PSI. Woo! Yeah, we're shooting way up there. Okay, I had to go get some safety glasses because this is a 5,000 PSI system. That's a 10,000 PSI pump. So we got to be careful, keep it around 5,000 PSI on the pump. And I'm kind of having flashbacks of the other jaw that I got that I broke. Let's see. Oh, it's starting to cut it. I mean, that is a lot of wire for anything. I mean, just this little knot here would be probably equivalent to like a 750 MCM or bigger. Yeah, 2,500 PSI. That's no issue on that. I guess they don't even really make a cutter that could cut that big knot at once. So maybe I'm gonna have to make one. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. So that's like equivalent to cutting maybe 2 pieces of 500. Let me see what that oh, that ain't even breaking 1,500. See, that's down in there though. We're cutting out here most of the time. And a firefighter in the comments did tell me that you always should be cutting close in here, which makes sense, you know. But I think for what we got, this is gonna do a good job. I'm kind of mangling this because I'm still working this process out. See that? This is the problem. This is probably how I snap my other jaw. That copper gets down in there sideways instead of shearing. It gets kind of cut off. see what else we got here. Almost through. Oh, there we go. Okay, well, that's enough for a start at least. A lot of this wire is all pretty much the same size, and I can tell right now that this wire is that weird size that is gonna go in this hole, right? This is the first one where there's 2 rollers. Now, if you notice, there's a bunch of crap. What that is like just tie wire. I wrapped it around in there because the hole was too deep. So when this would go through on the first one, it wouldn't cut it on the second one. So let's see where we're set up now. So it looks like we're cutting the top. We got nothing on the bottom. Let's make sure the back is all the way down. See, we're jacked up. We gotta lower it. Crank up the tension. Now the front cut, but we want to just give it a little bit more tension. Okay. Coming right off, but we want it to split by itself. That's what we want. If you dial in the machine just right, it'll be just to the point where you're feeding it as fast as you possibly can. And a couple little stragglers. See what we got. Alright. So, we're not hearing much from the machine, so we need to go down. This wire is right on the verge of me almost having to send it through this other hole. Maybe we can get it adjusted just right and it'll peel. Might have to add more to that. Make sure we're all the way down there. Oh, that's beautiful. Is that where we're at? That's the only problem right there. Oh yeah. Oh, we got it coming off nice. We're just gonna turn this over here so we don't have to move. And then we can basically just feed this in as fast as we can. Oh yeah. When you got that machine dialed in just right. Oh. Uh-oh. See, that's the problem there. We didn't cut it off. Or that was a loop onto something else. Alright. Now once we start going, this will be like... So we got more tape down in there. We appreciate them rolling it up, but at the same time, that tape can be beyond annoying. Okay? Now I can adjust these rollers so they're not chattering or chomping, what I like to call it. They shouldn't even, if you got it dialed just right, they shouldn't move at all. You know, it should be the perfect setting. And that should just come off like butter. And you'll only be picking up copper on the backside. Now obviously, if you had a few people helping, it would go way faster. But you got the right setup, even if you got to work by yourself, you can still be extremely efficient. Sometimes even more so than with other people. What's happening here? We might be losing our backside. Yeah, it looks like we might need to put another roll on that back side. See what's happening here. Yeah, yep. See, it ain't squeezing it hard enough anymore. Barely getting it. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna find some more metal, fill that in, and we'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna fix this once and for all. I'm gonna weld a bead down in there. I'm pretty much gonna fill this out to about 90% and then see where we're at. Now, if this looks a little distorted, it's because I'm using my GoPro Hero 9 with my messed up lens that I messed up actually welding that stator wrecker. So since it's already messed up, we're not gonna mess it up even more. I can get some good shots of the welding. Okay, see that? We're getting a good bead down in there, building that up. I'm gonna run one more bead to clean it all the way up, make it look a little nicer. I kind of got messed up here in the beginning. But I'm gonna try to smooth all that out, make it a little more consistent. And then we'll run a couple pieces through and see how it is. I don't wanna heat this thing up too much and get it out of shape. And I did tag that right there. I need to fix that, but it's looking good so far. It's a long time coming. I've been wanting to do this for a while. And actually these blades on the back side look like they need to get sharpened and or replaced. Probably if I replace, I do have new blades. If I replace these blades with bigger ones or like newer ones that ain't so worn down, I'll probably be better on that. But I think what I'm doing here is going to be a great improvement, something I've been wanting to do for a long time. right. I got it where I want. It's not perfect, but you know, I don't have a lathe over here. And for doing it by hand, I think we're all right. Now what I'm gonna do is just sharpen the blades the best I can with this little file, and then we're gonna get back to cutting. day, we got a massive pile over here. It's getting kind of late. It's like 11 o'clock at night, so I really can't run that machine anymore. So what I'm gonna do is just clean this up, set up the donut maker, and this stuff pretty much is all stripped, so it's just picking it up and putting it on the donut. Okay, as you can see, it is raining. It's the next day. We got the donut. It's not the biggest donut, but it is a decent sized donut. I was gonna weigh it, but it's raining. I got the rest of the copper that I stripped and all the number 2 and number 1 insulated over there that I'm not gonna strip, and the number 2 copper from the transformers and some batteries. And since it's raining and we really can't do nothing today, we're just gonna go sell some copper. And it's always a good day when you're selling copper. tell you where we're going, right to the scrap yard.